Today's video rant, if you read all the books and all the YouTube experts that, you know, about selling equipment, the whole good, better, best thing, you know, selling high SEER stuff to people and pushing for the higher sale, is that really, like, is that the way? Because we did that at times, you know, people that high-end homes and are willing to spend the money, and we did it. You know, we sold the Lennox communicating XC25s, and, you know, a lot of the communicating central inverters 10 years ago, and you know what's funny? I regret it. I personally don't think, at very, very few occasions, I feel like it was worth it for the customer. Try fixing it. We all know it sucks. Dealing with communicating systems when there's communication errors and wiring issues, good Lord, run for the hills. I mean, everything could be fine, you know, and then all of a sudden it's not, and you call the distributor, you call the manufacturer, and they're like, oh, you needed to run shielded wire. Well, it actually didn't say that in your installation manual when I put it in 4 years ago. Oh yeah. There was a tech note a couple years ago after the fact that now we recommend shielded wire, stranded shielded. Oh, that's good to know. Since we installed everything when the studs were open, now it's not. It's a beautiful high-end home, and now we have issues. You know, I went rounds on inverters, one of these jobs a couple weeks ago. Let's just say I spun my wheels pretty hard on it, fixing it, but we got it. And anyways, my point is this. Now, we stick with, now it's SEER 2 rating, but basically we're going to stick with 15, 16 SEER stuff in almost every situation. If the customer really, really, really wants high-end equipment, I will sell it. I will disclose the crap out of it and just say, hey, it is more efficient. It is great when it works. It's like this is my example. It's like a European car. They're wonderful when they run right. If they start to break, run for the hills. And usually parts are all special ordered because they're not stocking, you know, they're going to stock a 16 SEER fan motor. Rarely are they going to stock, you know, that 25 SEER fan motor and blade and a control board. You know, maybe ours doesn't, because, you know, there is enough of them out there, but it's majorly not the high SEER equipment. Majority is that middle of the road stuff. I personally think the middle of the road stuff is where it's at. I can send any technician to go fix it. I don't need to call tech support. Most, you know, it's like if there's a problem, one of us will figure it out. It just seems better for the customer. Parts are more readily available. We sell more of them, so if I need to borrow, you know, in a pinch situation where it's like, crap, this board and fan motor is on back order for 3 weeks and this guy's screaming in the middle of summer, it's like, I have stock units in our warehouse. I'll pull one off a new one. I don't like to do that, but I can. At least it's an option. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't understand that the upsell. And I personally, I think salesmen like upselling. I think technicians and that real world approach, maybe I'm wrong, but name me a technician that would love to work on a communicating system that's giving, you know, random weird error codes for no reason versus, like, you know, your standard 16 SEER equipment, you know. That's just me. But to me, it's a complete package, and that's what I think. For us, we don't have estimators and project managers that haven't had at least 10 years in the field, because we tell them, I want you guys to bid stuff as if you were doing that install, as if you were going back on that repair. What would you want? Because we ran into trouble with that, about guys selling stuff that they never thought about that. They just liked the numbers on paper, and the numbers don't keep you in business, guys. The reputation, the happy customer, the happy tech, it all comes into play. Numbers are one factor of it. Yes, I agree. But here's the thing. You can do an install on regular equipment a lot easier than fighting a new communicating install where you're dealing with wiring issues for 2 days, where you should have been out of there. It's one of those things. So if you take it as a complete package, we don't do the good, better, best thing. I'm gonna give them one price for what I like, what we want, what we think would work for them and us. It's not just me either. I want something that's going to run well for them and be efficient. I'm not just trying to sell them the cheapest crap, of course. I want good equipment that's going to last as much as possible these days. But yeah, it's a complete package, I guess, is my point. So anyways, something to think about. Keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple. Your techs will thank you. I think your installers will thank you. Your customers will thank you, and I think overall your bank account will also thank you in the end. That's what we learned the hard way, and we really steered toward keeping things simple, reliable, and easy to get back up and running when they go down. That's the name of the game. So, anyways, take care.